of January 2024. Wow. Where's the time gone? I don't know. Like, if the rest of the year is going to go this bloody quick, just take me to Christmas at this rate, because it's flown by. This is a members video which will go onto the main channel in a couple of days. So if you remember, you get early viewing of this video by at least a day, maybe 2 days. I apologise, I am well late in doing this. Right, this is how my Royal Rumble went. We're going to title this video The Greatest Royal Rumble That Never Was. Okay, right. Just so we got that out there. Are you trying to adjust this camera positioning? Right. My Royal Rumble weekend went a little bit like this. Right, so I have the network, WWE Network. I stream it through an Amazon Fire Stick. The problem I find is when streaming live events through the Fire Stick, they aren't nice and smooth. Like the football. When Amazon Prime show the football, it's not as smooth watching as it is watch on Sky Sports or TNT Sports. I don't know if it's because of the Fire Stick or whatever, I'm not sure. But whenever I try and watch a wrestling pay-per-view on the Fire Stick from the network, it's not like buffering, but like frames are dropped, so it just doesn't. It's not nice. So I ordered the Royal Rumble off TNT box office. It used to be BT Sports, and it started at 1 AM UK time, and I was like, right, I'm gonna stay up. I do this every time with UFC, etc. I'm gonna stay up and watch the whole thing. Now, to keep myself awake, I'd had a few beers during the night. I stopped drinking about 1 o'clock in time for the event. Because if I kept drinking all the way through, I'd have been out for the count. So I got, because I work out at the gym and stuff, and right, let's do a bit of a workout. I was watching the Rumble, so I brought in some of my equipment out of the shed, some kettlebells, etc. And it was going well whilst I was working out. As soon as I stopped, let's just say I went from the Fatal 4-Way match. Yeah, I was in the middle watching the Fatal 4-Way match. Next thing I knew, it was Jay and Jimmy were in the ring together for the Rumble. So I missed the KO Logan Paul match. At the time I did anyway. And then the next thing I knew, was down to the last 6 of the Rumble. I just kept falling asleep. It was a nightmare. So the next morning I got up and watched the whole thing all the way through. That was Sunday morning. When I'm on Wednesday, I apologise for the late review. So, hold on guys, wait there. That's about just lifted up the camera ever so slightly. So why am I calling this video The Greatest Royal Rumble That Never Was? That's pretty simple, really, isn't it? I don't know if any of you agree, maybe none of you do. I had so much hope for this Rumble. Honestly, I thought I was going to get a CM Punk win, rightly or wrongly. Either Punk or Gunther was my 2 preferable choices over Cody Rhodes. I thought I was going to get some brilliant wrestling in the Rumble. You don't get brilliant wrestling in the Rumble, that's unfair. But some big names, some big feuds set up. We had the chance to set up WrestleMania feuds, i.e. Gunther and Brock, due to Brock's not so good choices in life, which we're not going to go into on here, the stuff with Vince and Brock, etc. But due to that, Brock may be out of wrestling forever now, and that might not be a bad thing after hearing what he was getting up to. But yeah, so Gunther v Brock has gone from Mania. CM Punk v Rollins has gone from obviously did. We're going to start this off at the beginning of the Rumble. We're not going to go through move by move, etc., etc. Or entrant by entrant, because it's just too many. But we had the Women's Rumble open up the Royal Rumble 2024. It's the right decision. You have to have the Women's Rumble at the start and the men's at the end, because a Royal Rumble lasts well over an hour. The women's one went on for at least an hour and 10 minutes, I believe. So you can have obviously two Rumbles back to back. Same with the when you have, what's it called, War Games, and they have the women's and men's on. You got to separate them by at least a few matches. Okay, here we go. I'm just looking for some info on the internet, so I'll get some of the entrance names, because I have slept since the Rumble happened. But yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I believe, in my opinion, the Women's Rumble was the better of the two. I don't think there's much. I don't think anyone could really deny that. But even that, they managed to mess up a little bit. I'm just trying to get. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find out the entrant numbers. If we can find them. You should usually find them on the internet. So little look-sees. Here we go. So I've got me. Yes, I was right in suggesting that Naomi would make a return at the Rumble. She was entrant number 2. Natalia number 1. Whatever to Natalia. We had Bailey, the eventual winner, coming in number 3. And so if you watch my preview video, I said I thought we'd have Naomi back at the Rumble. I did say that my pick for the winner would be Bailey, going on to face Io Sky. We see it on Friday Night SmackDown, where Bailey's in the ring with Damage Control, Rhea comes down, Nia Jax comes down and wrecks Rhea Ripley. Nia then tells Bailey to forget Rhea because she won't be making it to Mania. Bailey says, "That's okay, I'll announce my opponent for Mania on Friday." Io is on the outside of the ring doing the maths. Rhea. Io. It won't be Rhea. It's got to be Io. And you saw So I reckon Friday we see Bailey unceremoniously booted out of Damage Control. And that'll be a great show. It's been a really, really slow build up to this, which I like. Just sowing the seeds ever so slowly. And you got the Kabuki Warriors now as the tag champs, Io as a champ. Yeah, it just works out, don't it? You got the Aussie girl whose name always escapes me. Like all the time. She'll be like the translator for the Kabuki Warriors because none of them speak very good English. So yeah, he's just set up before Bailey to get kicked out and go on to Mania, take the title, be a massive baby face, and there we go. I have to apologise. Talking about Aussie girls, I did upset someone on here. On my preview video, one of my subscribers, apparently I mistook Grayson Waller, who I have no time for at all. Oh, the bloke does my head in. Very athletic. Just a waste of my TV time. And I called him a Australian. He's apparently a Kiwi. So, either my subscriber is Aussie or Kiwi, and they were impressed I got him mixed up, so I apologise. I'll probably do it again in a bit though. Number 4 we had Candice LeRae in the Rumble. Waste of a spot because she's really not used very well. Jordan Grace came off from TNA. She is their Knockouts champion. When that happened, I thought, alright, we're going to get a men's entrant from TNA in the men's Rumble. I was quite looking forward to that. That didn't happen. Indy Hartwell, Asuka, Ivy Nile, Katana Chance, Bianca Belair had a good showing in the Rumble. Kairi Sane, not so good. Tegan Knox, was in there for about a minute. Chelsea Green was on her own for a bit. She'd only had 5 seconds in the last rumble before being eliminated, so this one she did a bit better. Piper Niven came out after Chelsea Green, caught her. She was thrown over the top rope and joked about dropping her on the floor before sticking her back in the ring. Xia Li, again, nobody cares. Selena Vega took a bit of bad. She was eliminated quite roughly, and it was only because you had Ivy Nile on the outside. Not Ivy Nile, sorry, Alba Fire. She took the bump by catching Selena Vega. Maxine Dupree, there was no need. Athletic, but an absolute waste of TV time whenever she's on there. Nia Jax came down, had a good showing, got some eliminations in. Obviously we had to have the spot where half of the ring was trying to get Nia out of the ring, and it weren't going to happen because she's just too big and strong. So we had that bit, but it was set up just nicely for number 28 to come down and eliminate Nia. We'll get into that in a sec. We had Shotzi again as Becky Lynch 21. Things improved at this point. Alba Fire, the way them two presented Alba Fire and her partner, I forget her partner's name, is really cool. The whole witch sort of theme, but then they're just beaten easily whenever I see them. They lost the other day to who did they lose to? Was it Katana Chance and her partner? I think so. It's just well, what's the point? Her partner being, was it Caden Carter and Katana Chance? That's it. They have a rematch for their titles against the Kabuki Warriors on Friday, SmackDown, or Monday Raw, one or the other. We had Becky Lynch, Alba Fire, Shayna Baszler. She has great potential, but I don't think we'll ever see Shayna as a champion again, which is a shame, because which first came up, she could have been a very, very dominant champion. Valhalla, stroke R-Truth. So Valhalla's music came on for her entrance at number 24. R-Truth came running down. He's looking at what are you doing down here? You're not meant to be in the rumble, it's my spot. He gets in the ring, realises it's a women's rumble, he's made a mistake, and Adam Pearce comes down, tells him to get out of there. Valhalla goes in, he's eliminated straight away. It don't make her character look very strong, does it, if she's eliminated so easily. Mia Yim, Zoe Stark. Yeah, Zoe Stark always looks good to me. What a strong bloody woman she is. Strong as an ox. Roxanne Perez from NXT came up. Jade Cargill. Now, if you'd asked me before, was I expecting Jade Cargill to be in this? No, I wasn't. Once she was, even up against Nia, who she power slammed and then picked up and chucked over the top rope. She looked like the dominant woman in that rumble, to the extent that as soon as she came down, I was like, there's your winner. Bayley ain't winning this now. I didn't see any world where Jade Cargill is not winning this rumble. We then had former NXT champ Tiffany Stratton, who was put into the rumble, and I would not be surprised to see her on the main roster sooner rather than later. And number 30 was reserved for the returning Liv Morgan. Not Morgan, Morgan. The accent would be funny. Liv Morgan. At this point I was also concerned that they were going to give us a very unbelievable winner in Liv Morgan, because I'd heard a few rumours that she was due to make the comeback and get the win. I was like, no, you can't give her the win. I just didn't want to see that. But no, Jade Cargill didn't win either. Winning with Bayley, or was it Bayley, Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill as the last three, I believe. It's off the top of my head, like I said. That's how my memory's a little bit blank. But yeah, we had Jade Cargill eliminating Nia Jax. That was like earlier on in the Rumble. But we got out, I think it was Jade, Cargill, Bayley, and Liv Morgan. And Bayley wins. They eliminated Cargill together. I think it was Bayley and Morgan. Morgan then ended up on the ring apron. She already got over the rope, was on the ring apron. Bayley dropped to her arse and booed her out. Bayley wins the Rumble. The right decision, yes, definitely. Making Jade Cargill, I want to say they made her look weak, but they did let her eliminate the biggest woman in the Rumble on her own, which made her look strong. There was a stare off with Bianca Belair, saying that possibly for Mania, Bianca v Jade Cargill, be a huge match. But yeah, Bayley wins the Women's Royal Rumble 2024, and we get Bayley Io Sky at WrestleMania Night 1. That'll be the Night 1 match for definite. With Rhea possibly against Becky Night 2. And another women's match chucked in there for good measure, being Bianca v Jade Cargill. Yeah. But Jade Cargill were really good, very athletic, strong as an ox. And at the time I thought they'd made her look weak by eliminating her. But then, on reflection, made her look strong at the same time, so if that's possible. But definitely the best match of the whole night for me. Next we had the Fatal 4-Way match, Reigns, Knight, Orton, Styles. I know I shouldn't think like that, but quickly, I'm not going to go through this one too much. Roman Reigns has become boring as champion. It was interesting when it was Sami Zayn going against him. I was invested. I was like, yes, we could see somebody beat Roman here. Sami Zayn was so over that if he'd got the win, it would have been very believable. LA Knight took him on over in Saudi Arabia, wherever it was. It wasn't believable for a second that LA Knight was going to get the win at all. As I said in my preview video, Randy doesn't want the pressures of being a champ. He doesn't need that in his life. He just wants to get paid good money for wrestling a limited amount of dates, in my opinion anyway. AJ Styles, his ship has sailed off now. US title, yes. IC title, no, don't think an IC title. That's been made very prestigious by Gunther. When he's passed on, they can't let all their hard work go to shit by giving it to just any old body. It needs to be put on somebody else who carries it for a long time. Otherwise, his hard work has been for nothing. So no, I didn't see anyone beating Reigns in this match. Yes, we had another interference from Solo Sikoa again. And it was just, do we need this? Is it necessary? It was more interesting than a one-on-one match with any of these three. I get that. But even then, I expected them to be in the Rumble, to be fair. I thought we'd get LA Knight in the Rumble. Maybe Orton jumps in the Rumble. None of them did. They was in the Fatal 4-Way match and that was it. Logan Paul KO. Logan Paul wins via DQ. At the end, one of Logan Paul's stooges brings him out. The brass knucks. KO intercepts. He whacks Paul with the brass knucks. The ref sees the knucks on KO as he goes to pin Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets the win via DQ. It puts arses in seats. I guess it gets people buying the pay-per-view who maybe wouldn't normally watch wrestling because they're fans of Logan Paul, etc., and KSI and all that sort of stuff. Is he Does he look out of place in wrestling? Not at all. We have seen a lot of really not necessary people show up in WWE in the last 10 years or so. From Tyson Fury, didn't look good in there. In my opinion, it wasn't necessary. Cain Velasquez looked good, but quite limited. There's been a fair few others over the years. But Bad Bunny looked really good. And Logan Paul looks flipping amazing. Like, he's just made for this. If he wasn't who he was, and he told me he was a wrestler, he could have been a wrestler for the last 10 years. And he'd be very believable as a wrestler. He'd been doing it for like 10, 20 years. He's bloody good in the ring. No doubt we'll get a rematch at some point. Anyway, moving on to the main event, the men's Royal Rumble. For me, the wrong man won. But we'll get down to why. I don't know if that was necessarily the plan. It might not have been. Let's go for it. Jay comes in number 1, Jimmy number 2. Yeah, the brothers didn't do a lot. Like, apart from the start, you didn't see much between them later on. Why did one not eliminate the other? That didn't happen, did it? I'm almost certain neither eliminated each other. Jimmy was eliminated by... who eliminated Jimmy Uso? Or was it Andrade? I might be wrong, but I think it was Andrade. Grayson Waller, there we go, number 3. The Aussie or the Kiwi. He's a Kiwi, ain't he? I apologise. A waste of a spot for me because I guess I don't like him too much. Number 4, Andrade, the returning Andrade. Back from AEW. It's a shame the Rumble didn't come a little bit later, because I think there could be a couple more returnees from AEW in the form of Malachi Black and what's his? You know what I'm on about. He used to be in WWE. His partner in his team over in AEW. Not Butch. What's it called? Buddy Matthews. There you go, Buddy Matthews. I think both of them to come back sooner rather than later. Both have wives or girlfriends over in WWE. Selena Vega is the wife or girlfriend of Aleister Black. And Buddy Matthews is with... I can't remember, but somebody else over in WWE. It's Andrade comes back. He's obviously married to Charlotte Flair. Carmelo Hayes. They put Carmelo on it. Carmelo Hayes, number 4. Shinsuke Nakamura, number 6. Santos Escobar, number 7. So we did have some notable absentees, people who could have made big impacts in this, like big shocks. There's the Okada, who's between AEW and WWE. There was rumours that he could make a big entrance in the Royal Rumble. That would have been a shock and a half. But then again, if you then eliminate him, it doesn't make him look too strong, does it? But I think it's AEW bound myself. Again, there's Aleister Black. There's just a few that we could have seen that we didn't. And this is why it's the greatest Royal Rumble that never was, because he had so much potential. Santos Escobar, number 7. Karrion Kross, number 8. You can repackage him all you want. You can give him the Authors of Pain. I still don't see it as... I just still see him as the same Karrion Kross that was squashed so many times by so many people. In NXT, great. On a Triple H, brilliant. Once he got to the main roster, we'll do a video one day on NXT talent that was squashed by Vince. So many of them. Number 9, Dominic Mysterio. Now, at some point in this match, he eliminated Bron Breakker. Dominic did, strangely enough. There are rumours that Bron Breakker took the place of Brock Lesnar, and that Lesnar and sets up a match for the Elimination Chamber. Would I like to have seen that match? Not really. The build-up would have been funny, seeing Dominic scared of Brock Lesnar. Like on Raw and stuff, that would been quite funny. Hiding behind Rhea Ripley. Number 10, Kalido Cool. Number 11, Bobby Lashley. 12, Ludwig Kaiser. I thought he'd have a better showing in this, to be fair, but he's eliminated just as Gunface coming down to the ring a few places later. Austin Theory number 13, Finn Balor 14, 15, and your eventual winner Cody Rhodes. 16, Bronson Reed. 17, Kofi Kingston. Didn't have a Kofi spot. Each year he's made it synonymous, the Royal Rumble, with Kofi finding a way to stay in the Rumble. Either jumping up and down on a chair or on the ring keeper's head, whatever it might be. I don't know if he's ever done that one. But he always finds a way to stay in. This year we didn't get it. 18, Comfort. The man who I felt should have won this. 19, Ivar. He's had a really good run lately. Whilst his partner's injured, he's had a hell of a push. Number 20, Braun Breaker, who he moves like a flipping horse. If you see him run in the ring before he does his spears, holy hell, he can move. It's like if you put he moves, it'd be like having Usain Bolt in the ring and running at full speed, the way Breaker moves. We had almost didn't need that at all. Oh my god, what a waste of a position. There was a funny spot next though, with Pat McAfee coming off the announced team, and Pat McAfee got in the ring with Braun Breaker and Almost, and immediately he went over the top rope, climbed the turnbuckle, jumped back in, because we know he's a bit of a high flyer. Pat McAfee, when he goes at it, seeing against Adam Cole, etc., jumped back in the ring, looked at him again, almost being like a 7 foot odd, and Braun Breaker being quite a big lad himself, decided again, yeah, I'm better out there than in here. Climbed back over the top rope and eliminated himself. Yeah, Pat McAfee eliminated himself. It was a waste of a place though. Like, it was funny, but it could have gone to somebody who needed it a lot more. JD McDonough, he is the ultimate squash man at the minute, ain't he? For someone with so much talent, I've seen him in NXT, he was so good. They just make it look ridiculous every single time. R-Truth came out after JD McDonough. We actually got R-Truth in the Rumble, eventually in the correct Rumble. There was a bit with, what was it, with Dominic, was it? Where he had him tag him into the ring. Or was it Finn Balor? I can't remember now. But he was there in the ring, and he was like, you gotta tag me in so I can get in and help you. It's quite funny. The Miz, number 25. So, the way he's looking at the minute on Raw just gone, with R-Truth being called out to ring by Damien. Damien said, I really like you, Truth, and that's why I'm not going to be the one to do this. Dominic, Balor and JD then beat up Truth. Miz came out to stop it, took a beating himself. I think we're getting the return of Awesome Truth. He had just been DIY against Judgment Day for the tag titles. DIY couldn't get the job done. I think the team that are more over right now, and correctly so, is R-Truth and The Miz. We're going to get them take the titles off the Judgment Day. You heard it here first. Then we're number 27, number 26 was Damian Priest, 27 CM Punk. At the time I felt it's left it too long to get Punk in there. I would see him around about midway. Yeah, if that's all we're going to get to see until Mania of Punk, I would have liked to have seen at least 40 minutes from him. 28 was another wasted spot in my opinion. 28 was Ricochet. Why was Ricochet in this Rumble so late? Does anyone did anyone honestly believe Ricochet has a chance of winning the Rumble? Answers on a postcard, because I didn't. 29 was Drew McIntyre. Again, yeah, you bring out a big man who's going to be in the last 4 or 5, bring him out towards the end. I get that, happens a lot. And last but not least, somebody who we know can go, somebody who could put on a good show, could have done at least half an hour. It was Sami Zayn, number 30, and he lasted about 5 minutes before being eliminated. I'm trying to remember who the last few was. We had the final 4. When you get 4 left in the ring in a Rumble, it's usually 2 faces, 2 heels. This year it was Punk and Cody as the faces, Gunther and Drew McIntyre as the heels. Now, I didn't know at this point that Punk, when there's about 6 people left in the ring, or 6 or 7, had torn his left or right tricep straight off the bone. A ref apparently asked him round about now, which again I didn't notice, do you want to carry on? He said, yeah, I ain't stopping. I reckon, and to me it makes the most sense, but it might have been fanciful thinking, CM Punk was due to win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Seth Rollins at Mania Night 1. Cody Rhodes was set to lose the Rumble, go to Elimination Chamber, win the Chamber, and face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania Night 2. That's in my head what I have going on. Punk picked up an injury in the Rumble. I reckon they called an audible, i.e. Punk told the ref I'm injured. The ref got the message back to backstage, Triple H, etc. Message gets back to Punk, okay, that's fine. Cody goes over, and I reckon that's what happened. Cody went over because of Punk's injury. I really don't see why on earth they'd have given Cody Rhodes 2 Rumbles back to back. Made it so easy for him to get to Mania, the main event of Mania. I don't believe that was the decision they were going with. I really think he was meant to carry his story on to Elimination Chamber and make it more interesting, and will he make it, won't he make it to Mania? So we get Drew McIntyre eliminated, and we end up, he was eliminated by Punk. We end up with Punk, Gunther and Cody. Gunther is then eliminated, and we're down to Cody and Punk. I didn't know Punk was injured, but at this point I knew Cody was getting the win. I did, I just knew in my bones. Like, if Cody had gone out, it'd been down to Gunther and Punk, I would have known who was winning, because I also thought Gunther would be a good choice. But as soon as I was left with Cody as one of the last 2, I was like, oh, here we go again. I just lost interest, I'll be honest. I was like, yep, they're doing it again to us. But now we found out that the injury to CM Punk had happened. It makes complete sense that they'd have called an audible and give us Cody as the winner rather than Punk, because Punk knew there and then, I ain't making WrestleMania. Ain't no chance I'm making Mania. But then on Raw, Seth came out just a week after saying he was out injured and would struggle to make it to Mania. He comes out with no knee support on, or if he did, he had baggy trousers and we couldn't see the support. But he came out walking quite well. Again, I reckon that was due to there being no CM Punk for Mania. I think they said to Seth, look, can you do this? He said, yeah, of course I can. So he's gone out there just to make it a bit more interesting, like, will Cody pick me? Will he pick Roman? Also made himself look a bit desperate. Like, as though he's begging for a main event at Mania, even though he's the champion and should already have a main event as it is. Made himself look